Jim, I can't hear you. I hope you're still there, but I feel like warmth on my shoulder area here and chest.
On a quiet village road in rural New York stands a house that refuses to let go of its past. Once the home and medical office of Dr. Christopher Best, this Victorian structure has become a monument to both healing and heartbreak. In the late 1800s, people came here seeking life, but many found death instead. Behind its lace curtains and polished woodwork, Dr. Best treated the sick and the dying with the primitive tools of early medicine: scalpels, ether masks, bone saws, relics that still sit exactly where he left them. This house saw it all. The doctor's patience, his grief, the loss of his young wife, his son, and eventually his own final breath. It's said that echoes of those lives linger still, whispers in the hallway, the faint melody of a piano no one plays, the shadows that move without a source. For over a century, the walls of this home have kept its secrets, but tonight, we're going to ask the questions no one has ever dared to. I am Jason Hawes, and along with my team, we've come to uncover what remains inside the Dr. Christopher Best House and Museum.
Hey, what's going on, bud?
Not much. What's up, man?
Not much. I'm going over the videos from the Dr. Best investigation. Let me just say, it wasn't worth wrecking a jet ski to not be there. I mean, that's I missed.
I'm just happy you're alive because hitting something. I mean, destroying it like that at 70 miles an hour. Jesus. All right. Well, you know, jet skis can be replaced. Bottom line. So.
That's it. Yeah, just thinks I missed it. I'm telling you.
How long did you sit in the water for?
Oh, dude, half an hour probably before the police showed up and everything. It was wild.
Yeah, because there was nobody miles around you, man. That's just one of those nightmares you hear on the ocean.
So I'm going over the investigation. I'm living vicariously through you and JV on this one here. But I'm going through some of the evidence. You guys got a lot of good stuff on this one.
You know, the nice thing is wonderful people over there, and they told us we can come back at any point. Honestly, they extended the offer of us being like the first people to spend the night there in like 4 decades if we want. So we'll take them up on that. We'll get you back there. But
awesome.
Awesome. I'm looking forward to hearing it.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm going to send you some stuff to take a look at. But yeah, great investigation. So this is going to be a good one.
All right, JV. We are at Dr. Best's House and Museum. Check it out.
That's pretty cool. This is pretty cool. And when we went inside for the quick tour we took earlier, we were like blown away at some of the stuff in here.
Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah.
It really is. We're in Middleburgh, New York. So, I mean, it's a beautiful property. And the thing is, everything in it's still original.
Yeah,
it's just crazy.
It's as though they shut the doors in 1921, locked it up, and didn't return until we came back today. That's what it looks like.
Yeah, but he was also practicing medicine here until 1991.
Yeah, Duncan practiced here until 1992.
Yeah.
But they didn't get rid of it. What was that? Did you hear like someone knocking on a door?
Oh, I heard a thump. Yeah.
Was it over there?
I don't know if...
So it was an active medical office until 1992. But the thing that's important about this is they didn't get rid of any of the equipment or the things that had been collected over the course of the years starting in the late 19th century. So it's pretty cool.
It is. All right, you ready for this?
Yeah, let's do this.
All right, and because most of the claims here, well, I shouldn't say most of the claims, just claims of footsteps and shadows and things, but so many people have had experiences with voices that they've been catching. So I wanted to make sure I had a backup on that. So we're good to go here. So let me just make sure this thing is set to record at the right volume. Record level. Yep. Here we go.
Let's do it.
Dr. Best's House and Museum. And if you saw the tour, this is the bell they would ring when they came in. They pull it, push it in, rings the bell. And this is the speaker system that the doctor or whoever would speak to you through. You tell them your name, why you were here, and they let you in. Here we go. All right. When people would come in, they would pretty much walk in. This was all separated so the family could be doing whatever they're doing uninterrupted. They'd close the pocket doors and you'd head in this way to the office, which we're trying to cover because a lot of claims in this area. But if you look on this door, this would be their sitting area. And there's the office. So, all right, we're going that way first.
If you want to.
Let's do it.
You know, this thing blows me away every time. Every time we see this thing. This looks like something, I'm a huge fan of old horror movies, and this looks like something out of Dr. Frankenstein's laboratory.
It does.
Doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Can you imagine? I'm sure that when this thing's in use, there's sparks flying everywhere, and, you know, there's electricity. There's probably Tesla coil type arcs going on. Who knows? But, man, it's got to be a spectacle.
Something wrong with your camera over there?
I don't
I'm seeing a light, like, flickering on and off on the door.
On the door of the camera?
On the actual door, the office door.
Oh. Can you imagine? I'm sure that when this thing's in use, there's sparks flying everywhere, and, you know, there's electricity. There's probably Tesla coil type arcs going on. Who knows? But, man, it's got to be a spectacle.
Something wrong with your camera over there? I'm seeing a light, like, flickering on and off on the door.
On the door of the camera?
On the actual door, the office door.
Oh. Can you imagine? I'm sure that when this thing's in use, there's sparks flying everywhere, and, you know, there's electricity. There's probably Tesla coil type arcs going on. Who knows? But, man, it's got to be a spectacle.
Something wrong with your camera over there? I'm seeing a light, like, flickering on and off on the door.
On the door of the camera?
On the actual door, the office door.
Oh. I heard it make that noise again, but when I look at it, it's still recording. Everything looks good.
Okay. This digital recorder, I want to put right here. I'm going to leave it right here in his office because this is where the doctor would spend most of his time.
This is a good place for that.
So he'd be journaling and writing everything down. So this we will put, we'll put right there. Just let it roll.
I still don't understand, Jay, how this thing created X-rays. I don't get it.
It's an electrostatic.
Yeah, but aren't X-rays radiation going through the body and hitting film? Isn't that what an X-ray is?
Yeah, I mean,
So I don't think this
that's
produces
why they
any
make you wear the lead thing
Yeah.
over your, and the lead weight over your waist.
Yeah, so I don't think this creates radiation. So can you do the same thing with electricity?
Well, I mean, it appears they were doing it. Just look at this.
Yeah, no, it's true.
I mean, look at that.
That's an X-ray, all right. Hold on, keep it there on and take the IR off. Yeah. Looks like your knee.
Looks like my knee.
Yeah. Didn't you break it or something?
I didn't break. Well, I destroyed it.
Pretty close.
It was 12 feet up on a ladder, hanging a sprinkler pipe. And a guy shoved himself in between me and the ladder, and I fell with a 10-foot section of my shoulder, hit the ground so hard I destroyed my meniscus. And there's Jimmy's crown.
Yeah, so with this device, you would be actually wired up. This thing, put this on your head, or you'd put this bigger one on your head. You'd hold these metal rods. You'd stand on this table, which has glass legs, so you don't.
So you're not
create a
a ground. Yeah. Because if you become the ground, you're dead.
Yeah, you get electrocuted.
So you got to think of how much stress that is also. What if somebody was like wobbly and they
kind of
fell.
stepped off.
Yeah. I mean, once they hit the ground, they become the ground.
Now, we were told this thing still works.
Which is scary as hell.
It is scary. We asked if it could be fired up.
Well, wait, whoa.
Yeah.
You asked.
I
I
did.
was not dumb enough to ask if they could fire this thing up and watch the city block dim.
Well, don't you think it'd be cool to see it, though?
Yeah, from a distance. I think it'd be awesome.
From a distance, yeah, I get it.
On the other side of like 3/4-inch plexiglass.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just feel like you become your own Tesla coil. Now this is an actual skull cap, human skull cap. Let me see. I've got some gloves on me. Got my Michael Jackson. Woohoo! That's all I got. I don't know. And it was a really poor.
Jean is not my love.
Jimmy, that's BS because I know he is. So, all right. I want to be very careful here, but.
You want me to hold the camera while you do it? Or?
Oh my God.
Okay.
But this is an actual skull cap.
Human skull cap. Look at that.
Yeah.
I'm going to turn the IR off and put a flashlight on it so we can get a little more definition.
Yeah, because you can see the saw spot.
No, it's too bright.
But, yes. So, and if that is not disturbing enough, we have a drawer over here. Don't mind the turtle shell that kind of just randomly showed up, but these are actual human bones.
Wow.
And if that's not disturbing enough, I'll show you the skull that's on the kitchen table.
Doesn't everybody have a skull on their kitchen table?
No. You know, I know people like this stuff, but I would not want one.
Not even just a decorative one?
No.
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
It's macabre.
Yeah. Just not my
So we have the
style.
recorder running. Do you want to do any questioning, or what do you just want to let it roll?
Yeah. Dr. Bess, my name's Jason. This is my friend Jim. We'd really like to talk with you. Here's some of the things you remember, about some of the stories, people you helped. I know that's a HIPAA violation, so maybe not. Anyways.
Dr. Best, I have a very specific question for you. We were told a story about the fact that when the Civil War broke out, you were a young boy and you were very, very disappointed that you weren't allowed to go fight for the Union. You really wanted to fight for the cause. You were very patriotic. Instead, you were given an American flag on a custom flagpole, and you led the parade of the soldiers that were leaving town as they were going off to fight. And you were very, very proud of that moment, and your family was very, very proud of that moment. And because everything that you have that you used in your practice, and many of the things that you used during the course of your life, you saved. People here wonder if that flag's still here somewhere and they don't know where it is, or that flagpole that you had custom made or was made for you is still here. It's a long question, but the question is, can you tell us where the flag and or the flagpole that you used when the soldiers were leaving for the Civil War is? That
It sounded like a male.
grumble like whoa.
Yeah.
That
It sounded like a male.
grumble like whoa.
Yeah.
That
It sounded like a male.
grumble like whoa.
Yeah.
Is either Dr. Best here? Christopher or Duncan? Are either of you still here? We'd love to learn more about your practice. We'd love to learn more about this equipment that you used.
How about James?
It's like step,
Yeah, it was that was definitely a
thump.
James, are you here? James was the son of Christopher, Dr. Christopher Best, and Ursula.
Yep.
And he ended up passing away at like the age of 5 or 7.
I think it was 5.
He got sick, and it was pretty much a wasting away disease. But it just sounded like shuffling. It was like a wasting away disease where
I think it was called undulating fever, I think. James, they used to call you Lenny. That was your name. That was your nickname. Are you here? People say that you like to play. Can you come play with us? I swear I see movement down there on the floor. Are you playing hide and seek?
Oh.
Did you hear something?
you didn't just hear movement. It sounds like a male voice every so often, but that's not the voice of a child. It's a creaky floor I just stepped on.
Lenny, are you playing hide and seek with us?
Oh, there's footsteps.
Yeah, I heard him. Did you hear the voice?
Yeah, and footsteps in it. And it's like a short.
His voice.
Yeah. No, that's my stomach. And your stomach at the same time.
It was at the same time. So we have not only the IR source behind us with our static camera, but there's one above this door
a
too.
blink cam. Yeah.
It comes on with movement, it looks like.
We've heard you, what we think is talking and walking.
And barking.
So this device here was a device that they would have different chemicals in, and you would put this mask on over your mouth and nose right here. And you'd breathe in. And with that, you'd pass out or whatever. So they had to make sure they had the right mixtures.
And it's crazy because it's not like there's meters. There's a meter here, but I think that's an overall pressure meter.
Yeah. So then it just
You just kind of have
how
to
much
guess.
you have there.
Okay, I'll turn it a quarter of a turn, turn that one an eighth of a turn.
Yeah, the gate valves just... And it looks like... It's so funny because they look like flashlights. I mean, like regular light bulbs.
They do.
I mean, they look like they'd screw into a light bulb socket. And this right here is kind of a traumatizing tool if you think about it. This, if you had to have a hole drilled in your skull, this is what they would do. If you had swelling of the brain or brain bleed, they would use that. It's already set to a certain depth.
So
it can't
Jay,
go
think
deeper.
about taking that tool, the amount of pressure you had to use from your arms to get it into the bone.
The thing is, you didn't have to use a lot.
No?
No, because if you look, the way it's designed, I mean, it's got all the teeth on it, everything else. So it's a drill bit. It's going to work itself in. You just apply just enough pressure because you don't want to do it too much.
Right.
So just enough pressure and you just turn it. I don't know. But then, yeah, got the other tools that, and that right there. There you go.
Oh, that's an actual human skull that we were told had teeth. They don't know where the teeth went.
I don't think it's going to use them. So this table right here was a surgical table. Yes, it's in the kitchen because sometimes there are emergencies, and it's covered in a metal plate so the blood couldn't soak into it. And it has an extension that they still have. But if there was an emergency or some surgical procedure that had to be done quickly, they would plop you on the table in their kitchen. In their kitchen.
Yeah. Ursula, get out of the way. Stop making dinner. I've got an emergency.
Yeah.
I've got to operate.
They would plop you on the table in their kitchen. In their kitchen.
Yeah. Ursula, get out of the way. Stop making dinner. I've got an emergency.
Yeah. They would plop you on the table in their kitchen. In their kitchen.
Yeah. Ursula, get out of the way. Stop making dinner. I've got an emergency. Yeah. That kit right there is for bloodletting. That's how George Washington died. They used to think that if you were sick and they let out the bad blood, you'd get healthy because new blood would replace it. So his first wife was named Laura.
Laura, and then she passed away.
She died in the house.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Laura died at 32 years old in the house, in her bedroom upstairs from diabetes.
Dr. Christopher and Laura had daughter Blanche. And anyways, that room up top, I mean, when one of the moms died, the room was shut off. I mean, It was closed off. They never went back in.
It was almost left as a shrine.
Dr. Bess, Laura, Ursula, James, if anybody be willing to talk to us, we'd really love to hear your story. We know that this house, a lot of people were saved here. That sounded like quick little feet.
Yeah.
We know a lot of people were saved by coming here. We also know Some people didn't make it. We know no matter how hard the doctor tried, some people couldn't be saved.
Including your wife, Laura, and including your son, Lenny. My heart breaks for you thinking about that.
James, do you like being called James or Lenny?
Did you hear like a moaning?
I keep on hearing
Sound like it was...
and but like every so often it's like boom, 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 boom.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna leave the recorder here. Let's go in the basement and check it out while we're here before we go upstairs.
Okay.
All right. Digital recorder's gonna stay on the kitchen table where the surgeries happened.
We haven't toured this yet, down
No, I
here.
haven't been in the basement at all. All right, let's see here.
This is going to be a challenge.
No, I mean, the stairs are definitely funhouse effect stairs. You know, they're angled strangely. Not up to code.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, I told you. Be careful.
They're not the same height.
No, they're not. It was weird. It was just, it almost sounded childish, that little.
Yep.
Oh, just walking upstairs. Listen.
Sound like 2 or 3 steps.
Oh, I heard that.
That sounds like a little boy's voice.
There's walking. Oh, I heard that.
That sounds like a little boy's voice.
Oh, I heard that.
That sounds like a little boy's voice.
Oh, I heard that.
That sounds like a little boy's voice.
Oh, I heard that.
That sounds like a little boy's voice.
Oh, I heard that.
That sounds like a little boy's voice.
I don't want to run
I know.
towards it.
I know.
Just keep on doing what we're doing. Hopefully, whatever, we'll not feel threatened.
Oh, geez. That's one way to put a support in. Must be having a post put in.
Yeah. That's running right through a main support
Main beam, yeah.
Listen.
Definitely.
Listen.
Definitely.
Listen.
Definitely. What the heck? What do you suppose that was?
What is this?
See all the new stone?
Yeah.
It's like the shape of maybe a fireplace or something? Doesn't it look like that was open at one point?
It does. It looks like
It's just a wall.
and you can definitely see something. I mean, they burn stuff down here. That's soot.
There's an old coal stove
Mm-hmm.
cover. Maybe the old coal furnace was here. I'm sure they had one.
Yeah, usually they'd have a chute in here
Yep.
to drop it down.
Is that you?
Is what made.
Did you make like a knocking noise?
I didn't make any noise.
Then it must have been upstairs again.
Oh, Jim Wilson.
Walking.
Oh, Jim Wilson.
Walking.
Oh, Jim Wilson.
Walking.
Yeah, man, that's
Pretty
you
consistent.
can hear it over here too. And this is the area that under his office. And
Oh, that's right.
this is under his office, and this feeds to the front door. Yeah, it's right here.
Hopefully that static cam's catching something.
Hello? All right, that sounds like a hello. All right, that sounds like a hello. All right, that sounds like a hello.
I heard footsteps back here too.
Going back upstairs.
It sounded like it was in the kitchen. Hear that?
Yeah, I heard. It's like right above my head.
Yeah. There's a dumbwaiter.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So this is where he used to keep his, I guess, perishable
Yeah,
components.
dry storage
Yeah.
and stuff. Jim, they're still walking, going
Still hearing it?
upstairs. Yep. A lot of it, too.
Be really careful going up those.
Yep.
Because of the height differences.
We've been hearing you walking around. We don't want to bother you. or scare you. You know what? Take this for a minute. I'm going to get an extra battery, and I'm going to get the isolation equipment.
Oh, okay.
I mean, even if we got to stand there and record each other doing it, I think it'd be neat just to see. Hang on one sec. Hey, Jim.
Yeah.
Did you want to... Where are you?
I'm right here at the kitchen table.
Did you want to set your thermal up?
Yes, I do.
All right. Let's do that while we're here then.
Okay. Okay, I'm ready.
All right. Let's do it. All right. You're recording again, right?
Yep.
All right. We're going to head upstairs. Dr. Best's house. Here we go. All right, this is the area that we were hearing all the footsteps.
Let's do it in
James's room.
There is a static camera in here already.
I just don't know if there's a place to sit.
This is this chair.
Yeah, okay. I don't know, trying to get it from an angle.
I can set one camera here. Let's say I sit here, set a camera there. There's this one going.
Okay. All right, that works.
What's that?
That's how I saw you walking. Boom, 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 boom.
Like a little kid's feet.
Yeah.
Listen. Did you hear that?
I did. It's nothing rocking around, right? No. That's the dresser.
That's different.
It's a different sound. Okay.
Jason and JV, Dr. Best's house, isolation, sense shift session in Lenny's room. Lenny, my name's JV. I'm a visitor, and I'm also very curious about you and your family and your home. Can you come talk to me? Lenny, do you want to play? Or should I call you James? Can you come touch me? Getting a bit of a staticky feel on my left leg. Either there's an insect there or something else. Lenny, are you trying to touch me? Don't be afraid. I don't know if the camera's picking up anything on my right, or excuse me, my left shin. That's where I feel it. Lenny, we thought we heard you walking before. Can you walk for us again? Kind of run around. Let's hear you run. Can you whisper in my ear? I can't tell, but it sounds like a whispering. And it sounds like it's coming from my left. I think I hear it again. It's coming from this direction. Is that you, Lenny? Is that you, James? Or is it someone else? Now, again, just to remind everybody, I can't see a thing. These are completely blacked out and sealed. And sometimes the struggle is trying to determine what your senses are actually picking up and what your brain is making up. That's why we have cameras running. I swear I'm hearing whispering over here. I'm going to put the headphones on. If I can find them. Okay, so now my two main senses, my sight and my hearing, are both completely cut off. The only thing I can hear is like when I talk, the vibration within my head. This is the part that's hard to relax. Can someone come over here next to me? Touch me? Tap on my shoulder, maybe? I felt like someone was there. I'm going to put my hand out. Can you touch my hand? Touch the tips of my fingers. Pick one and touch it. I'm going to wiggle a finger. Touch the one I'm wiggling. Can you touch that finger? How about we try the other hand? Pick any finger you want on this hand and touch it. I don't know. We have a thermal camera running, and I don't know if it's picking this up, but it's much warmer right where my hand is right now. It feels significantly warmer there. We have to check the thermal. We have to check the thermal. Actually, it's warm right through here. And then it tails off. Right here, it's so warm. I wouldn't be able to feel this if I was using my ears and eyes. I mean, I know it sounds funny, but you'd overlook that because you're so focused on what you see and what you hear. It's right here. It's so warm. I wouldn't be able to feel this if I was using my ears and eyes. I mean, I know it sounds funny, but you'd overlook that because you're so focused on what you see and what you hear. It's right here. It's so warm. I wouldn't be able to feel this if I was using my ears and eyes. I mean, I know it sounds funny, but you'd overlook that because you're so focused on what you see and what you hear. It takes about 10 minutes and this starts to get really uncomfortable. Okay, so the warmth I felt over here is now, I feel like it's encompassing my body now. It's all over me. It's a warmth. Are you giving me a hug? If you are, thank you. It feels very loving. Now it's gone. Now it's gone. I don't know how much of what I was going through you could hear, or if you could see anything.
Yeah.
Were you monitoring the thermal?
Here's the problem. Your thermal, yes and no. The thermal keeps on,
Oh,
but it keeps on turning on for like so many seconds and then shutting off.
oh, geez.
But I was getting video of it when it was on.
Okay.
When you were saying that.
Okay, so you heard me saying that I felt like
I
a
did.
warmth, and like I was at one point felt like I was being hugged by
Yes. Yep.
it. And do we know if we got any thermal from that or
I
not?
know we did get some,
Okay.
but
All right. Well, we'll have to analyze it because when I first started to feel the warmth, it was over here, kind of on my left side, and I just felt it with my hand.
and when you said you were hearing voices
Yeah.
from your left,
Uh-huh.
I was hearing what sounded like voices or whispering. Or
You were hearing it too?
Yeah, it was like a
Yeah.
just really low like that. So
Okay.
I'm not quite sure what it was.
Well, the thing I think is really interesting about doing this, as you pointed out before, by cutting off our vision and our hearing, I don't know that I would have felt that. Let's call it a hug. I don't know that I would have felt that hug had I been looking around and listening, But because I was totally focused on my, what I felt, if something was touching me or not, it was really obvious to me that it was happening.
James, my name's Jason. I'm going to try something in just a minute. You might be trying to communicate and we just can't hear you right now. So this might look a little silly to you, but I'm going to put these glasses on and they're going to make it so I can't see anything. What I hope is that's going to make me pay more attention to things I can hear. So if you'd be willing to talk with us, we're going to try something. All right, James. My name's Jason. I know this was your room. This still is your room. Would you be willing to talk with me? All right. Thought I just heard a voice. Thought I just heard a voice. All right. Thought I just heard a voice. That was definitely a voice right there. I think you just said something, but I could barely hear it. Could you try again? Did you like watching your father help people? Was it scary sometimes? Must have felt good seeing your dad be so liked by all the people around. Did he have to work a lot? Oh, that was... All right. That sounded like it came from like this direction. I went into the garage and saw some of your carriages and your sleighs. Do you remember ever riding in them? What kind of games did you play? All right, there's movement. I don't know if it's audible to everybody. That sounded like a door close. That's a car going by. Are you able to see me? Oh, all right, that was just a loud bang. And it came from over here. Oh, and a voice. Same area. Are you able to see me? Oh, all right, that was just a loud bang. And it came from over here. Oh, and a voice. Same area. Oh, all right, that was just a loud bang. And it came from over here. Oh, and a voice. Same area. If I can knock on something, can you knock too? James, I'm going to try something else. I'm going to try to put on headphones. Jim, I can't hear you, but is there something like around here on me? I don't know if it's going to be hotter or what, but I feel something in this area. Jim, I can't hear you. I hope you're still there, but I feel like warmth on my shoulder area here and chest. So if you can document that in this area. James, if that's you, can you continue to do that? Yeah, there's definitely a warmer sensation right here. My hand, as the camera can see, is about 8 inches from my skin, but it's in this area. Jim, I can't hear you. I hope you're still there, but I feel like warmth on my shoulder area here and chest. So if you can document that in this area. James, if that's you, can you continue to do that? James, if that's you, can you continue to do that? Yeah, there's definitely a warmer sensation right here. My hand, as the camera can see, is about 8 inches from my skin, but it's in this area. Well, James, thank you. If that was you, thank you. It at least lets me know you are here, that you're able to hear me. Jimmy, you there?
Yep.
Were you able to hear any of the voices I heard?
Yes. And I heard the knocks that you heard coming from your right.
From over here.
Yep.
So with that, then maybe head out to the barn, the garage. What do you think?
Yeah, if you want to.
Well, we didn't spend any time in the bedroom where the wife passed away.
Right. We need to do that. And we also, there's a couple more things I want to try when we get back downstairs.
Okay.
That I was thinking of.
All right. Again, thank you, James. Okay, so this is the room, and it's the bed that Ursula, the second wife, died. And after she died, kids pretty much closed it off.
Yeah, it was Emma, Ursula's daughter. And it was the last one to live in the house. And she never moved away. She lived here as a child and as an adult. Never got married, but when Ursula died, she sealed it off. Never came in here again. Basically closed off as a shrine to Ursula. Yeah. And I believe these are some of her clothes and shoes, if not all hers.
And Emma was the last resident.
She lived here until 1982.
And she was teaching piano lessons. And
yeah,
she was a teacher, yeah.
She was a music teacher at the school, and she gave lessons here at the house on the piano that is downstairs. Ursula, are you here? Can you approach this red light that's on the foot of the bed? And
It was just like a flash of light, and I don't know what that was. I picked it up on the camera. I didn't see it with my eyes. There's a device on the bed that'll allow us to hear your voice, whether you're Ursula or anybody else in this home. It's a beautiful home. You know, it's weird. So when we were downstairs on the first floor, we heard walking on the second floor. When we were in the basement, we heard walking on the main floor. When we were on the third floor, the only time we've heard what sounded like walking was in James' bedroom. But we haven't been hearing that walking throughout the house anymore.
No. What was that?
I don't know, that was back there.
Sounded like more than a step.
But we haven't been hearing that walking throughout the house anymore.
No. What was that?
I don't know, that was back there. But we haven't been hearing that walking throughout the house anymore.
No. What was that?
I don't know, that was back there. Nope. Sounded kind of like fabric rubbing against.
Uh-huh. Closet?
Yeah, there's a closet. Yeah. With a flag and uniform. That sounded like a kid's voice. That's weird. So weird. It's like very, very quiet in here. It's like all the sound comes from everywhere else.
Oh, this is where the journals are.
Yeah, that's right. In here. We closed that drawer earlier when we were doing the tour, didn't we?
I think you did, but I don't know for sure.
These are all journals from
1876 to 1934.
Talk about saving everything.
Yeah, medical journals. I mean, this is full of them. Here's a hair.
See, that's best. I mean, so these are things like, this is how they did their record keeping back then. Problem is you can barely read his writing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, his wife would come and then kind of clean it up, but yeah, you can't make out anything with his writing. Makes you wonder, I mean, the prices he was charging. $1.67, $1.50, $1.
What is that?
It's the best.
1888, Monday, October 1st, 1888.
Yeah. And this is a best. Look, it's a best family.
Oh, yeah.
Put that right back where I got it. Yeah, I do wonder about this drawer, though, because I thought we closed this drawer on the tour. So I want to check that, or at least check the cameras from when we came back up. You know?
Yeah. I thought you closed it, too.
Jason and JV, Dr. Best House and Museum. Heading to the barn. Hey, JV.
Yeah.
I bet you that I can make that light on the stairs turn on mentally.
Mentally? Like with psychic powers?
Yeah.
All right. Let me get it all on camera here. All right.
You ready?
What are we betting?
What do you want to bet?
I'll bet you a burger.
About $20.
All right, $20.
$20. Ready? Turn on. All right.
What?
Turn off. Ready? Ready? Watch. Turn on. Turn off. How about this? I'll do it with my back turned to it, just to prove that I can do it.
Okay.
All right. Ready?
Yep.
1, 2, 3. Turn on. Oh. Hang on. I need to recharge for a second.
You need to recharge.
Yeah, hang on. All right.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Ooh, that takes a lot out of me. All
I
right.
know I'm getting scammed. I already know that.
Now, you ready? You got the light?
Yep.
1, 2, 3. Turn on.
You have to make that ugly face when you
Is
do
it
it.
turning on?
It's
I'm trying to
blinking.
hold it. Turn off.
Looks like you're trying to hold something else.
Ready?
Yeah.
Is it off?
Yes, it's off.
Turn on. Turn off. Is it doing it?
Yeah, on command.
I want my $20.
Big scam.
What? How you being scammed?
It's a big scam.
How?
Somehow
You think I got a remote control?
Somehow it's got to be a scam. It's all I know. I don't have to know any more
What?
than that.
Look, it's on now. And watch, I'm going to turn around angry at it and it'll turn off. Ready? Watch this. Ready? I said, turn off. See? Look, watch. Ready? Go ahead. You can turn on when I turn my back. What? Pretty amazing, huh?
That is really amazing. I have to start calling you the amazing Jason.
Yeah. Well, you know, I don't want to take your money for just anything. So I want to just be honest because I don't lie. So look, it's on.
Yes.
Now watch. My IR light. Turn off.
Ah.
Turn on. Turn off. Turn on. Turn off. Turn on. Turn off. See? And that's how some psychics do it, kids.
Yep. There you go.
It's amazing seeing just some of it. It's just that they kept them all
I
throughout the
know.
years too, which is
So this house was built 1888. Is that right?
right around there.
So these are probably going back that far.
Yeah.
So, every few years they'd have to get a new one, and they just parked the old one in here and left it here. Now,
But it's weird.
150 years later.
Yeah, but it's kind of like a car. It's just like keeping your old cars. But
Yeah, but
why would they need a new one every so many years in these things?
well, I can't imagine these lasted that long, especially in the winter. I mean, it's not like you can replace a tire. I guess you could replace a wheel, but
I mean, the ones with sleds on them, the skis. I guess eventually, the salt and stuff would just.
I don't think they used salt back in the days.
Well, they ran around salt in the roads.
I don't think they did with these.
They did. I've seen video.
They wanted the snow, Jay.
I've seen video of it.
They needed snow for those things. They didn't want it to go away.
Well, how horrible was shoveling with that thing?
Ugh. Looks like you could skewer somebody if you did it right. Is anybody here? Oh,
That's me. Let's move this thing. The jingle bell stick.
Tinkerbell stick.
So in all seriousness, Carriage courtesy of Dr. Christopher Best, 1906 pen, less than 100 miles. Actual road, 100 miles is still.
It's a lot for that.
Yeah, for these.
What does it say about 100? Patent agent less than 100 miles. Oh, is this a car?
No, this was his.
It's a boogie. Okay.
Yeah.
It's horse-drawn.
Yep. But you can see the advancement where you're talking. He's got a window. It's enclosed.
Right.
It's going to have somewhat of doors on it to at least stay warm from the elements,
Right.
the rain and things, instead of some of the other ones. Oh man, this one even still has the horse whip
Really?
on it. Yeah, look.
Shit. Cardboard.
Horse whip right here.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Oh, this one too. Yeah.
And that's just a single seater there. Right?
Yeah, I mean, you could probably fit two, but yeah, that's a single seater.
I mean, do you think like any of this stuff would have some type of attachment to it? It's kind of impersonal in a way.
You got to remember, if somebody was sick somewhere and he had to get to them quick, and he's going to have to jump in.
This is the way he'd
he'd
have to
throw
go.
his stuff in there.
Yeah.
And take off as quick. It's just like jumping in your car and rushing to something.
That's true.
So, I mean, is there a personal connection? I don't know, but I mean, there's definitely energy trapped in it, if you think about it. Is there anybody out here who'd like to talk with us? This one's for when you want to take the whole family.
Yeah.
Again, I mean, the ones you'd think that this one would have some type of enclosure. I mean, it's designed to be pulled in the snow.
Mm-hmm. One horse open sleigh.
A lot of people don't see. So up, if you look right here, this is a bed. This is a bed for whoever they had working the carriage house, a farmhand or whatever, and they'd lower the bed down. See that right there? So it's on a little winch system.
So weird.
So they'd lower the bed down so the person could sleep and then pull it back up.
Jade, what was that? Did you hear that?
Yeah, I did.
It's like a foot scuff.
Yeah. Well, problem is, I know they also said they had feral cats and stuff that sometimes get in here. But anyways, that bed, it's on the straps. These are the straps. in the front and back. I just heard it again. Yeah.
Did you?
You got a freezer in here.
I only think one thing when I see a chest freezer.
Bodies.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's my Velcro.
I mean, does that mean we got to open it?
The chest freezer?
Yeah.
I do believe that's kind
I
of
opened the one. I opened one the other day. This one's on you.
Okay.
You can leave that up there. I think you just got to lift this up enough, right? Oh, it's a human head. Oh, they got ice cream pops.
Is that what was in there?
Yeah. Very patriotic.
Jolly
ones.
Ranchers.
The original 12 pops.
Jolly Ranchers and other things. Okay, no bodies. They're up there in the clear. I'm going to play a knocking game. Can you respond to this? Knock back to me? Let's try it again. Not hearing anything.
Honestly, I don't think anything's would really be out here. This would just be a place for storage.
Yeah. A little chillier tonight than it has been on this trip.
Yep. Well, I mean, winter's right around the corner. I hate to say it.
I know.
Hate to say it, but winter's right around the corner.
It really is.
That means investigations in the south are right around the corner.
Yes, I'll go for a month. I'll go for 2 months. I'll do whatever.
We got to get down to like St. Augustine and stuff.
Got to do it. You know what? I have my recorder, so let's just do a quick EVP while we're here.
Oh, no. I mean, this is where they caught a bunch of voices.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. And they had that weird voice.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Happened when Bobby was walking out.
Okay, so Jason, JV, we're in the workshop at Dr. Best's house and museum, and we're just going to do a quick EVP session. I'm setting the recorder on the top of the wood stove. Hi, we're here as curiosity seekers and friends or visitors. Is there anybody here with us?
Oh, you know what this is? That's the lead backing for the x-ray machine.
That's right.
Now, when you go for an x-ray, they give you the mat to put over your waist.
Yep.
This is what they would have put behind you.
On the tour, Bobby said that what the doctor did is he took an old, like, just dressing room screen and put lead on it. So it wasn't even like something that was manufactured. He did it himself.
Oh, my gosh. Would anybody in here be willing to talk to us?
Dr. Best, are you out here working on your vehicle? You took very, very specific notes about mileage and oil changes. Are you here?
Holy crap.
What? What is that? Cockroaches?
I don't know.
Is it real?
I don't know.
What the?
No, it's paper.
Oh, so it's what, just printed on there?
No, they're just stickers. Like,
Oh, okay. Oh my God, that was disgusting.
yeah.
Wow.
Yep. Again, quiet out here.
Yeah.
All right. So let's go over what's happened tonight. So in the house, we had a lot of walking. We had voices while we were on the first floor. that continued. We went in the basement. We heard, when we were on the first floor, the walking sounded like it was on the second floor. When we went in the basement, we heard walking on the first floor.
I heard a lot of walking when we were in the basement.
When we went upstairs, I mean, we heard some voices again. We did the scent shift experiment in James' room, and I mean, had some experiences at that point. I mean, the Carriage house and the workshop, really not too much.
Well, we both, during the sense shift session, we both had a sensation of a warm embrace.
Yeah, I didn't. Mine wasn't even an embrace. It was like a weird feeling on my chest.
Right.
It's cool. I mean, it's something we need to analyze.
Yeah. You know, like I said, it's subtle because your heat signature is dominating the view.
Yeah.
So everything else around it, the scale is very short. Yep. But I noticed something. So
it's getting late. We can get wrapped up, start packing stuff up. We got a lot of stuff to analyze over the next couple of days.
Yeah, we got to go through those static cams too, because they were pointing in the areas that we were hearing the footsteps.
And the digital recorders, because I mean, those are rolling.
Yep.
I mean, a lot of stuff. Nice work, man.
Nice job.
All right.
So we're finishing up at Dr. Best's house and museum. This investigation had some unique properties. One, you've got a family of physicians. The house served as their office, as their medical office. So there was life and death going on in that house all of the time, almost every day. Then you've got a family that kept everything. If you look at our walkthrough, you'll see that the carriage barn is filled with carriages, probably from the very first one they owned. The house itself, all the furniture, all the books, even letters, even notebooks that the family had, all still there. That makes a really unique energy in the house. And I think we were able to experience some of that with some of the things that we did, some of the methods we chose to use in this investigation. We did a sense shift experiment in this particular investigation as well. Jason and I both felt some weird heat anomalies. This is going to require a lot of analysis because the thermal camera wasn't working properly throughout the whole time, but during Jason's session, it was working, and I think I saw what looked like to be a mist that was giving off a heat signature envelop him as he was talking about feeling some heat on his shoulder and chest. So we've got to look at that closely. Also, static cams need to be reviewed and audio recorders need to be reviewed. We have a lot to go through, but if you get a chance and you're in Middleburgh, you might want to check out Dr. Best's house.
And it's been interesting. In the house, when we were on the basement, we heard walking on the main floor. When we were on the main floor, we heard voices. We heard what sounded like somebody walking upstairs. But the voices we heard sounded male and female. Numerous times we also heard what sounded like a child. So after spending some time on the main floor, we headed upstairs. And while we were up there, we decided to do the sense shift experiment, where we cover our eyes in hopes of relying more on our other senses. And then at one point we cover our ears. Numerous times it sounded like somebody walking. There were voices, there were bangs. During that, I felt a sensation as if something was touching my shoulder. JV was monitoring the thermal camera and he saw what looked like a mist engulfing me, which I think is neat. We need to look at it a lot more closer and see what we think about it. But all in all, I think the investigation's been good. We've had a lot of neat activity in the house. The carriage house and the workshop didn't yield any activity that we know of, but we've been running digital recorders as well as static cams. So it'd be interesting to go through everything and see what turns up.